Welcome to the Rogers Kakasungura YouTube channel. A big thank you for the support you're granting this platform. We are remaining with only 1,400 subscribers so that we click 200,000 and we begin our journey to 500,000. If you're watching this, make sure you click the subscribe button and remember to turn on your notification bell. The united opposition, that is Kalonzo Musyoka, Rigathi Gachagua, Eugene Wamalwa, and George Natembeya, are raising some concerns about William Ruto's effort to reach the united opposition, that is Kalonzo Musyoka and Eugene Wamalwa, because he's very much aware reaching Gachagua for now could be a bit tricky. William Ruto is currently restless. Why? He's a man under intense stress. The reason is the way the Nyanza people received Kalonzo Musyoka when he visited the Opoda farm and his tours in the region. Ruto thought that maybe he has married the people of Nyanza and hence they cannot welcome any politician in the area. Remember what Mama Odinga said about Kalonzo Musyoka? He has been a good friend to the Luo people, and that friendship, even if Raila Odinga is dead, it can never be washed away. So this itself has given William Ruto sleepless nights, and he doesn't know how to approach this issue. Can we listen to what the united opposition said yesterday?
Naona huyu Kasongo jana akilia akisema ya kwamba ati kuna wanaume watano wanakutana ati kugawa serikali. Huyu Kasongo hana habari, amechanganyikiwa. Unajua tangu alienda pale Kisumu pale Bondo kulia machozi ya uongo akisema atanalia mambo ya Raila. Kalonzo akaenda pale, Mama Aida na wote familia wakasema wanatabua Kalonzo. Huyu Kasongo amechanganyikiwa. Sasa wewe bwana Kibinji, katibu aletwa atea ateu wewe bwana Kibinji, listen here. Wewe una habari? Hao wanaume watano wanakutana na mama moja. Hakuna serikali wanagawa, wanapanga vile utaenda nyumbani. Hiyo ndio kazi iko mbele. Na hakuna mtu nagawa serikali. Tumeambiwa na watu ya Kenya kazi yetu ya kwanza ni kupeleka Kasongo nyumbani. Mambo ya serikali tutaongea baadaye. Hiyo ni propaganda ile umezoea kwa magazeti, ile unalipa ati kuna watu wanakutana kugawa serikali. Wakenya wametuambia tushikane kwa sababu umeharibu Kenya kila kitu. Watoto umeua. Wale wengine umesema wapigwe risasi muuu. Masomo ililetwa na Kibaki umeharibu. Matibabu ililetwa na Uhuru umeharibu. Biashara imekwama. Mashamba ya watu maskini umechukua. Wakenya wanatuambia tukusafirishe uende nyumbani. Kwa hivyo ukiona hiyo wanaume tano na mama moja wakikutana, wanatafuta mtu moja ya kupeleka wewe nyumbani. Mambo ya serikali tutaongea baadaye.
Raila Odinga, when he was alive, William Ruto tried to make inroads. In fact, he camped in Nyanza to try and woo them ahead of 2027. And I'm told he is likely to attend the ODM at 20 dinner. Something like that. Someone told me like that from the ODM. Is likely to attend that event. But then, the challenge to the political status quo of William Ruto in Nyanza is because, number one, President Ruto has actively sought to make inroads in the region, which has historically been an opposition bedrock. For decades, Luo Nyanza has always been in opposition. By the way, Luo Nyanza has never been in government. From the time of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, they have always been in opposition. Maybe if they decide this time around in 2027 to be in government, it's only God who knows. This effort has often involved co-opting local leaders with promise of development projects. And remember, this is the first time in the Kenya's history we are having a cabinet secretary for finance from Luo Nyanza. Since independence, it has never happened. So there's what we call Kalonzo's unity signal, and this has given William Ruto sleepless nights. Kalonzo's positive reception in Nyanza, as you've heard, they are saying, especially following the passing on of Raila Amolo Odinga. And by the way, Kalonzo washed away the gains William Ruto had done. Because you remember during the burial of Raila Odinga, the Raila Odinga family was praising William Ruto of according Raila Odinga a state funeral, something they never witnessed in the burial of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga, despite being close to Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. They are saying this is the first time in Luo Nyanza they were accorded a state funeral. Key political figures from Luo Nyanza have died before, but this time round they say, hi, this one was one of its own kind. And the Kalonzo Musyoka reception, when he showed up with 150 cows, this one never went well with William Ruto. And this itself signals that the region is still open to the united opposition. And this challenges the notion that Ruto has successfully taken over the Luo Nyanza. By welcoming Kalonzo Musyoka, it simply tells that as much as they praise William Ruto, the Luo Nyanza is open to discussions across borders. They're open to the united opposition. They're open to the government. There's something we call a new opposition pillar. The new opposition swing seems to resonate well with Raila Odinga's legacy. And Mama Ida said, Kalonzo Musyoka has worked with Raila Odinga for decades. Not once, not twice, several times. And if there is a man in the Republic of Kenya who understands how Raila Odinga worked, it is one man, Kalonzo Musyoka. If there is a person who can inherit the opposition, it is Kalonzo Musyoka. If Kalonzo can establish himself credibly, trust me, he can be a co-leader of the opposition. That is after Raila Odinga's death. Let's assume Raila Odinga was the principal. Then Kalonzo can really, especially by gaining acceptance in Luo Nyanza, it consolidates a formidable challenge to Ruto's 2027 election bid. Another thing in this issue is the 2027 succession and opposition unity. Kalonzo, as a presidential contender, has consistently positioned himself as a potential presidential candidate ahead of the 2027. And a strong showing of support in Luo Nyanza, as it happened, boosts his national profile as a man who resonates with all people from the Mount Kenya to the Luo Nyanza, and credentials as the likely bearer of the united opposition, preventing opposition fragmentation. A strong welcome for Kalonzo in the Luo Nyanza region suggests that the opposition, often associated with Azimio la Umoja, One Kenya Alliance, remains cohesive and has a clear succession plan, which is what the ruling party, that is UDA and the Kenya Kwanza coalition, will likely wish to see fragmented. And what has really shocked William Ruto is the fact that Kalonzo Musyoka is not booed in Luo Nyanza. This is a shocker. William Ruto thought that Kalonzo will go to Luo Nyanza and people heckle him. But this has turned out to be the opposite. Because reports of pro-Ruto members of parliament being heckled or chased away in Nyanza while attempting to speak against Kalonzo indicates a ground level rejection of the ruling party. Because there before, we've seen leaders from the the government, especially members of parliament, and if you have keenly watched, the leaders from Luo Nyanza, they do not attack Kalonzo. If they are to attack the united opposition, they go through Rigathi Gachagua. But Kalonzo Musyoka's name has remained intact in Luo Nyanza. That itself speaks volumes. It's very hard to get a leader from Luo Nyanza speak against Kalonzo Musyoka. This is a direct measure of their lack of success in fully penetrating the area. Lastly, there's what we call Kalonzo's steadfast opposition. Kalonzo's consistent refusal to join the Kenya Kwanza government, even when William Ruto tries and reach out to him to join the government, despite perceived charm of offensive coupled with his popularity in Luo Nyanza, to me, it sends a clear message that the opposition is not for sale, undermining Ruto's perceived strategy of weakening the opposition through defections. But let's all hope all shall be well with Kalonzo, and we wish him the very best. But he's a man giving William Ruto sleepless nights because they're making massive inroads to the Luo Nyanza region, which all along Ruto thought it has been taken over as his bedroom. God bless you. See you in the next episode. Asanteni sana.